Think you know history's most iconic figures? Yeah, think again. These 10 facts are going to mess with everything you thought you knew about the past. Tap follow now, or you'll miss the most unbelievable stories they never taught you in school. Let's start with Albert Einstein. You know, genius of the century, father of relativity, except his teacher once called him slow and said he'd never succeed. Turns out he just didn't like rigid school systems. Not that it stopped him from rewriting the laws of physics later. Then there's Adolf Hitler. Before becoming history's most infamous dictator, he just wanted to be an artist. He applied to art school twice and got rejected both times. Imagine if he'd been accepted. We could have had a bitter landscape painter instead of a war criminal. Cleopatra, the seductive queen of the Nile. Yeah, she wasn't even Egyptian. She was Macedonian Greek, descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals. She ruled Egypt, spoke multiple languages, but Egyptian wasn't her first. Plot twist? Now let's talk Genghis Khan. This guy didn't just build the largest empire in history, he also built a family tree so big, 1 in every 200 men alive today share his DNA. That's not a dynasty, that's a population explosion. Abe Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, could have kicked your butt. Seriously, he had over 300 wrestling matches and only lost once. Tall hat? Yes. Wrestler? Also yes. He's even in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. No joke. Pablo Picasso, the guy who redefined art, once got accused of stealing his own painting. While visiting a museum, someone thought he looked suspicious. He just said, "I am Picasso." Iconic. Leonardo da Vinci was the ultimate Renaissance man. Artist, inventor, dreamer, and chronic procrastinator. He started tons of projects, but rarely finished them. The Mona Lisa, it took him over 15 years, and even then he considered it incomplete. Then there's Rasputin, Russia's infamous mystic. The man simply refused to die. He was poisoned, shot, beaten, and finally thrown into an icy river. He still clung to life. History had to respawn him several times before he stayed down. Beethoven wrote some of the greatest music in history while deaf. He composed entire symphonies by feeling the vibrations of the piano. He didn't need ears, he had vision. And finally, Isaac Newton was quarantined during a plague and invented calculus. You baked banana bread. He reinvented physics. No pressure. So next time someone says history is boring, remind them that the world was built by eccentric geniuses, failed artists, chaotic emperors, and death-proof monks. If one of these blew your mind, comment "no way" and hit follow. We've got hundreds more stories they never put in your textbooks.